Just in that talks in Washington to find an agreement on that financial bailout plan have stopped for the evening to be resumed in the morning. That plan calling for $700 billion of taxpayer dollars being spent. $700 billion. Kind of hard to even wrap your brain around the concept of that much money, isn't it? Well, even without full comprehension, most ordinary Americans are flat out against this money going to bail out Wall Street. As Chris Glorioso found out, it's enough to buy every American home currently in foreclosure. And then some. Chris joins us now with more on what $750 billion really amounts to. Chris?
Well, Jim, last night President Bush made his case that the root of this credit catastrophe is a bunch of bad loans, careless banks giving money to people unable to pay it back, and other banks bundling the loans into investments. The Treasury now wants to spend up to $700 billion to buy those toxic investments. But you might be surprised to learn that kind of money is more than enough to pay off the bad loans that started it all. This Queens house is just one of the million or so homes in America currently in some stage of foreclosure. A million bad loans, the administration says, are at the root of the worst financial fiasco in decades. So what if the Treasury Department decided to pay off all the distressed mortgages? After all, they're supposed to be the cancer.
These widespread defaults had effects far beyond the housing market.
We did some admittedly simplistic math. If you take $220,000, which was the median home price in 2006, then multiply it by 1.2 million, which is the number of homes in foreclosure as of June, you find that it would take $264 billion for the Fed to purchase every home that's in default.
Now, you know I was going to say something at this point. Listen to this. So, in other words, George Bush, Barack Obama, and the fossil wants to bend over the American worker and fuck him for $450 billion. You understand? I want to know something. You know what? These people that our homes are in foreclosure or they're having trouble with their fucking homes. You know what? If this is what they're trying to do, why can't the United States government take those fucking people and instead of helping the rich, the fucking filthy rich, Wall Street scumbags, help these people that are in fucking foreclosure, buy out enough of their fucking mortgage, so let's say they get a payment of $200 a month or $500 a month, so until they finish their mortgage. That's called helping the taxpayer. You remember that old government for the people and by the people? Why can't it fucking help the poor? The people that are trying to have a home, trying to get the American dream like was promised to everybody, and help them pay their houses. That's what they should do with the $700 billion. Not bail out these rich cocksuckers. Fuck them. Let their companies sink into the ground. I'm sure another rich American company will jump in their place. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's far less than the $700 billion, but would it work?
What is the federal government going to do with the real estate once it owns it? Federal government.
Fuck everyone that's poor and make a profit on it. Very easily. The rich will be the only one able to buy it out. That's what will happen. Okay, these construction companies, these condo monsters and shit like that, they'll be buying a. Hey, George Bush may be planning. Hey, we could invest our family fortune on real estate if this goes through.
Is not going to be a very good landlord. I can assure you of that.
Stern business professor Lawrence White is a mortgage industry expert who supports the Treasury bailout plan.
If the Treasury does some decent negotiating, it shouldn't be too bad. And alas, it's a price we've got to pay in order to get the financial system back functioning again.
Still, critics of the Fed's $700 billion plan say
There they are. See these guys? I guarantee you, every single one of these House of Congress cocksuckers will be pocketing the fucking profit on this devil. They'll be taking that money, they'll be taking their personal fortunes and buying real estate. Then when the fucking price of real estate starts going through the roof again, that's when they'll make their money again.
don't have to buy the distressed real estate to save money.
And the $700 billion, that's not a number that necessarily makes sense.
Sarah Ludwig is an affordable housing advocate who believes the Fed should use its bailout cash to help the mortgage holders themselves make their payments.
You know what? I agree with her. Yes, they should. These people keeping their homes is what's going to help. What happens to these people that lose their home? What do? Go out in the street, become vagrant? Travel the countryside in huge herds? Shit, let them keep their home. If they pay, see, they own the house, that means they paid substantial amount of taxes at one point or another. Now, why shouldn't they get a little fucking help from the government? Their government. Remember, the government for the people.
You don't have in this deal that they're striking right now new terms for the mortgages that make them affordable. We're going to have another crisis right behind this one.
I agree. 100%. Right now, hold on, we need $700 billion to bail out the rich. Fuck the rich. Those motherfuckers got money put away. If they don't have money, they're insured to make sure they're okay. They gotta fucking make sure they help the right people. And this is where you, the American people, come in. You have gotta say, wait a minute. This doesn't make sense. Why aren't you helping out the poor? Huh? Why aren't you helping out me, you, your neighbor, all those people that are in financial trouble? Guess what? You help me out with my financial troubles. As a citizen, I could spend more. Whoa, wait a minute. If I spend more, and I'm spending money, this is helping the economy, isn't it? Wait a minute. Now, if we help $700 billion, could help a lot of cocksucking citizens. Okay? It could take a lot. I think it could help every one of our... Let me see, $700 billion. Shit, they could give a small fortune to every American and bail everybody out. What the hell's going on? Flavio 13 out.